Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And hello everybody, my name is Rasta. I am a TrackMania speedrunner for over 3 years. And tonight I'm gonna speedrun TrackMania² Kenyan, a game released in 2011. And this is the first game of the TrackMania² series with a stadium that you might know of, Lagoon and Valley. We'll be speedrunning through 65 tracks separated in 5 difficulties. First, the white tracks with 15 tracks, then the green tracks, the blue tracks, the red tracks, and the black tracks. We only have 5 black tracks. Every 5 tracks there will be a multi-lap with 5, 10, or 15 laps. So the last track is for sure going to be the longest track with about 13 minutes. And yeah, so this will be the speedrun for tonight, and you will have 2 other TrackMania speedruns after this one. So I hope you will enjoy it. And so the timer will start after the loading of the first tracks. I'm going to click on it, and then the timer will start when I will enter the menu. So if everybody's ready, I'm going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Now wait for the loading animation to start. Very good. You can start the timer now. So yeah, this is the first track, maybe the most played track on TrackMania² Kenyan. The world record has been beaten lately by 200ths of a second. It's a sick improvement. And you only have a small drift right there, and then you're just gonna do a left turn, just like this. You want to keep as much speed as you want and not go on the grass. This game is mainly based on drifting techniques. This is the major technique on TrackMania² Kenyan. You have some other techniques on other games, but this game is a little bit easier to learn because you only have to learn the drifting technique. And to drift, you have to press on the brake button for a fraction of a second. So you don't have to brake after when you are in a drift. So right there I'm on AO2. And on this one you just have a really long drift, and you want to keep contact with the road right there. So I'm going from left to right just to keep the grip, because you want to minimize your air time. Because while you are in the air, you cannot accelerate. I mean, you accelerate as at a way lower rate. So this one is like a meme track where you just have a single jump. And some of the Kenyan tracks were also present in TrackMania Turbo, a game released in 2016. So this track was also in Turbo, and just have a really big jump. And yeah, this is an easy track. You have some 6 strats to get world record where you do a roof bounce, but it's really difficult to get. On this one you have a first main shortcut, but I'm not going to attempt it because it's really lucky based. I'm just going to go for normal way, but the shortcut can save up to 5 seconds. So you have a drift right there, then another drift, a 180 turn, so you want to go for outside, inside, outside lines as in every racing game. The TrackMania games are quite different from other games like Formula 1 because it's an arcade game. So you reach speeds that are not possible in normal life. Maximum speed in TrackMania is 1000 km per hour, and most of the time you are like 400 km an hour. So you have to take really quick decisions. So this is going to be the first multi-laps with 5 laps. I'm just going to drive carefully, not going to make any mistakes. I've decided to donate €1 to charity for every wallhit. So wallhit is when I touch a wall. So hopefully I will not make many wallhits, just to get a good run. The current world record on this speedrun without loading times is 1 hour, 25 minutes and 26 seconds by Mr. Trolley Molly. It was beaten recently, and I had the previous record with a 1:25:59. And I think I can get as low as a 1:24:30 with a really good run. And I improved my PB yesterday, so maybe this will be a world record run, we'll see. There are 2 incentives that have already been met. The first one is to play on keyboard on a track. So I'm gonna tell you on which track I will play on keyboard. And the second incentive will be to play with the controller being upside down. So I already chosen the track on which I will do the incentive. So just wait for that, it's gonna come really soon. So we are on lap 4 right now. I'm not on a really good pace, shaking a little bit, but we're doing okay. You can read donations if there are any right now.
indeed. Thank you very much. We have... hi, I'm Bowie, by the way. I'll be taking you through the next block very, very quickly. We have two commentless donations, a $10 donation from Anonymous and a $10 donation from Rayless8. So thank you very much for the pair of those.
Yeah, thank you very much for the donation. Now we're reaching AO6, so an easy track, but really hard to master, because you can get some really close times on this one. You have a single drift to the left, and you can get it full speed. So full speed means that you don't have to drift. So it's a really tight line, so I'm not attempting this. And right there you have to do a quick turn and then head into finish, just like that. We're gonna reach AO7 and soon our first incentive, where we'll play with the controller being upside down on AO8. Because AO8 is a meme track on TrackMania games for over 10 years. It's like a straight line with lots of bumps, so I decided that playing with the controller being upside down would be quite funny, because I would make some weird lines and just bonk onto the walls. I just got an unlucky drift right there. There's a strat on this track on which on the bump you just go to the left for a cut, but it's quite random. It's difficult to get it nicely, so I'm just gonna play with the controller being upside down on this track now. But not gonna be easy. Oh, I forgot how to drift. I'm sorry. So yeah, I practiced a little bit, but I did not expect to play it right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna release a little bit. Same here. Okay, we're good. We're doing fine. Gonna brake now. Okay, can I get a good bounce? No, oh, the car is doing some weird shit, but we finished the track in I don't know how many seconds. Okay, it took us 22 seconds, so definitely a bad time, and I lost some time with the menuing. As you can see, every time I finish a track, I just open the menu and press next track to reduce the loading times, because after every track you have a small animation and you want to cut that. And this game is not based on in-game time, because we did not have an in-game time script at the time, so we chose to make a real-time loadless script. But on other TrackMania games like TrackMania 2020, which you will see later tonight, and on Nations Forever, we use game time. And game time is just the sum of all the times you do on the tracks. So we are now on the second multi-lap. We are a little bit behind my PB, but just because I have to talk at the same time, it's not the same conditions. I'm gonna try my best at driving some insanely hard tracks. So the really hard tracks will come in about half an hour or maybe an hour. So I'm gonna have to stay focused on these ones for sure. These ones are not that difficult. And the world record on the white flags was for a long time 11:31.98, if I remember correctly, by Riolu, which you will see speedrunning the new TrackMania game. It has also been beaten recently. So it was a really sick time where he did the cut on the fourth track. So this is a multi-lap where you want to have some really wide drifts. I'm going wide, then inside line. Then I'm staying on the right just to do a full speed turn to the left, right there. Then I do another full speed turn to the right, so I avoid drifting at all costs, save some time. Then I start my drift as late as possible. I try to keep my wheels on the ground. You can see my right wheels are just elevating a little bit from the surface, so you don't want them to go really high in the air, else you will lose a lot of speed. The 22:30 is a decent lap time right now. We had a bad second lap, sorry, but we have a decent third lap, and I'm just gonna release it out because my lines was pretty bad on this. We'll try to do a decent fifth lap at least, and we'll soonly be done with the white flags. So if there are any new donations, you can read them out.
Thank you very much. Perfect timing as well, good sir. We have a couple of donations. First off, a $10 donation from Deepex, who says, "Let's go, Rasta!"
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Deepex.
We've then got a let's just take a moment for this one, guys. I'm going to need to get some hog champs dropping in the chat very quickly. From Tiny Tim, $500 donation.
Ooh, this is insane. Thank you very much. Thank you for supporting charity. And as you can see, I have a custom skin for the speedrun. Maybe you did not notice that at first, but yeah, this skin was made by TrackMania Skinner, and it looks insanely well. So if we have time at the end of the speedrun, I will show you the skin in details. So you can see the ESA logo on top of the car, also the Alzheimer logo, and you can see a sick design with some brake lights, some yellow brake lights. And yeah, I really enjoy the skin.
I'd like to also read out the donation comment as well, if I may. Tiny Tim says as well, alongside his $500 donation, hey all, well, Kaspersky are matching every 1k donation up until a total of 5k, so let's make sure we get that 5k raised to contribute a total of 10k to Alzheimer's Fondant. Shout outs to all the incredible staff, volunteers, and everyone who helps make ESA the most amazing event. Also, a thank you to everyone who donated. This is a very personal cause for me, as I lost my grandmother to Alzheimer's a few years ago. So here's my contribution to the cause. Cheers! Thank you very much indeed, Tim.
Yeah, thank you very much. I had the jump I just did was really difficult because if you steer too much, then your car will not be flat and you will have a really bad landing. So this is a quite a blindfold map. Oh, I just did a... this was the first mess up, so €1 to charity right now. Yeah, I should have released way more on this. So this is a map with some blind jumps and you have to know where to jump and when to jump. So it's not as easy as you might think. So we are on a good pace. It's not going to be a world record, that's for sure. But it's going to be a nice speedrun. I'm going to try to go for some cuts if I can do some. Because there are some insane cuts found by Nadeo players. So Nadeo is the studio which made the game. And yeah, TrackMania is all about driving fast and finding new cuts. And the solo campaign tracks are some of the most played tracks. So many people found insane cuts that you can find on YouTube videos. I'm not going to do a cut showcase at the end of a run. I would have liked to do so, but I just forgot to put an incentive for this. Because there are some insane cuts on TrackMania². But as soon as we reach a track where there will be a cut, I will try to explain the cut if I can. I don't know all of them, but I'll do my best. On this track, it's a really particular track because you have this small bump and you want a really particular speed to get the jump, the bump in one jump. So you want your car to be at over 366 kilometers an hour, which is really hard to get. Most of the time I just get 360 kilometers an hour. So if we are lucky, we'll get a good jump. But I'll try to stay as close as I can. I'll avoid bonking into walls as much as I can too. So this is a 57, so not the best speed, but I try to get a 360. I just need to go for an outside line right there, just like that. Go really wide. 364. You can see that I was really close on pulling that off. Okay, maybe the next one will be our lucky bump. And this was a really terrible line. 350. I started my drift way too early, so I had to stop steering a little bit. You should see my inputs on the left part of the game window, just so you can know what I'm doing with the controller. I'll play on controller, but you have also a really strong keyboard community on TrackMania games. I mean, there's quite a big difference between controller and the keyboards because it's more difficult to drive precision tracks on keyboard, but some of the top players are playing keyboards. So yeah, for example, Wirtual, who will be speedrunning Nations Forever in about an hour and a half, he's playing with keyboard, so it's going to be really impressive to see him play his best game on keyboard. So no lucky jumps so far. If you have any other donations for the fifth lap, you can do so.
We do indeed, thank you very much indeed. We have a $50 anonymous donation and a $20 donation from Resir014. Finally caught the TrackMania block on ESA for the first time. Here's some money for the upcoming TMNF Shortcut Showcase. Thank you very much, guys. Back to the runner.
Oh yeah, TMNF Showcase is going to be insane because this game has been out for more than 14 years. And it's a free game, so many people played it. And it's the first TrackMania game of many young adults. The new game, TrackMania 2020, also has a free option, but with less options. I mean, you can't really drive online, but you can play the solo tracks. So it's still nice to discover a TrackMania franchise. Because the TrackMania franchise has been out for almost 20 years. It was made by a French studio. So this is why you have mainly a French community on TrackMania games. But you also have a really strong German community. But as I said, like 90% of the players, of the TrackMania players are European. So this is why the studio wanted the new TrackMania game to be more like internationally based. But you still have a lot of European players. because this game has been popularized by Zerata, a French streamer who organized a Zerata TrackMania camp since 2015 or 2014. And the last edition a week ago reached 140,000 viewers on Twitch, so some insane numbers. So you might know some of the best TrackMania players like Carl Jr. or Bran or Riolu, who will be speedrunning later on. Wirtual is also an insane TrackMania player. I'm not as good as them. I'll try to drive as fast as I can, but I don't put as much practice as them on TrackMania games. And also Spam was the first TrackMania speedrunner. He did TrackMania Stadium back in 2017 at ESA, and he did it one more time in 2019 at TwitchCon in the Netherlands, if I remember correctly. And then in 2019 you had two TrackMania speedruns, one by Riolu and TrackMania Turbo, it was 4 hour longs with more than 200 tracks, well 200 tracks in total. And you also had virtual speedrun on Nations Forever. So I'm really happy to offer some TrackMania gameplay. I've been looking forward to this speedrun for years. I tried to submit some speedruns the recent years for ESA, but I was not able to travel to Sweden. So now that this marathon is online, I'm able to show you some TrackMania Canyon, one of my favorite TrackMania games. So yeah, I hope you will appreciate the run. I'll try to explain some driving techniques. These tracks are not that difficult. You have tracks in night mode, in sunset mode, and in day mode. So this is the track in night mode. As you can see that my rear lights are always on. And if you have any donations, you can do so on every multi-lap. So yeah.
Yeah, we obviously, whilst we are appreciating some TrackMania goodness, we also want to quickly appreciate our sponsors for the event. We have Twitch, obviously, ViewSonic, and Kaspersky. Wow, they were supporting the event, so thank you very much indeed to those guys too. All of the donations are going to support the Alzheimerfonden, the Swedish national fundraising organisation focusing on Alzheimer's disease. So thank you very much for all of your donations. Obviously, we do these runs to share our passion, and you guys can support great causes. So thank you very much. Speaking of passion, I believe there's a runner we should hear from. Rasta.
Which runner are you talking about?
You. Go for it, sir.
Yeah, I have passion with this game. I've been playing TrackMania games for over 4 years. I did not put as many hours as other people, but these are some of my favorite games. I really like racing games, especially TrackMania games, because it's a die and retry game, so you have to restart every time you do a single mistake. And the community is amazing. We are really friendly. When you want to learn how to improve on the track, you just ask for the replay to a better player. And yeah, we have an insane community in TrackMania. I'm really proud of our community, and I hope they will give a lot of money to the Alzheimer research, as they always did the previous years. So we are now on another multi-lap. This one might be a bit tricky because you have some close drifts, especially the upcoming one where you will have to go to the right and then immediately start a drift. So right to the right and then start a drift, stay close to the wall. Right there you have a wall ride. You want to stay also on the low part of the wall ride. Just to keep it. The small jump right there, you could release a little bit just to land earlier. And then you have to do another drift. Stay close to the wall. Not on my best lap time right there, but we're doing fine. Yeah, 28.77 is definitely not my best lap time. Yeah, I started the drift earlier, so maybe I will gain more speed from that. +7. It's not that good. But I'll do my best on the really hard tracks. I can afford to lose time on these tracks as long as I can, as long as I drive well on the other tracks.
If you ask me, man, you're doing a fantastic job so far.
Well, it's because you're not playing TrackMania games.
Well,
yeah, they look easy, but they are really hard to master. You only have 4 controls: accelerate, brake, turn left, and turn right. But it's insanely hard to master. When you look to pro players, it looks so easy, but when you try the maps yourself, it's a completely different story, like many other games. So yeah, being consistent on some of these tracks is going to be really hard. When we'll reach EO3 or EO4, these are some of the last tracks, I'm going to be in full Monka S mode. And I'm not going to talk a lot,
It's all
Just gonna
good.
focus on the gameplay.
I can talk for as long as you need me to, I guess. I'll do my best. A reminder that Kaspersky are meeting every donation 1-for-1 until $5,000. We have just hit, I should say earlier, with the massive donations that came through, we have hit $28,000. So closing in on
nice,
that.
let's go to 30,000 before the end of the run. I know the TrackMania Play community can pull this off.
Yeah, before the end of this run. This guy's speedrunning for you. You can speedrun the next 2K. I'm pretty sure. Let's go.
Yes, you can. I believe in you. Okay, we have got a nice drift. I did an auto drift. So an auto drift is when you tilt your car a little bit, start the drift automatically, or where you change from one surface to another, or where you jump, you just tilt your car a little bit. And to avoid pressing the brake button, so you save a bit of time. So yeah, you have some crazy techniques on TrackMania games. Okay, this track is gonna be Monk-S because it's a precision-based track, so I'm gonna do my best, not gonna talk, and just focus.
Monk-S being the technical term. Good luck on this one then, buddy. In the meantime, yeah, of course we do have prizes available as well.
And a nice flip for you guys. There you go, nice. I got it, I'm so proud of myself now. The flip is faster, but you need to get a lower flip to get more speed. I'm really happy I got a BO8 on the first try, because this track is really hard on speedrun, because you want to go as fast as possible, but if you're not precise, you just have to restart the track. You don't have any checkpoint on this one, so yeah, it's instantly a restart, and you lose like 15 seconds or maybe more. So yeah, I only touched the wall a single time, so I'm giving $1 to charity right now, but I'm sure I will give way more euros later on the run. Expect some wallhits on other tracks.
It's a smart play to say I'll donate for these things and then you're really good. See, I never hit the wall.
Okay, on this one it's very likely that I will get a wallhit because there's a drift that's a bit precise, and if I start it too early then I'm dead. I just wall it and I lose 5 seconds. It's right there. This turn I can get it full speed on the first lap because I don't have a lot of speed. But on the other laps I will have to do a drift, and if I get it wrong, it's not gonna turn out well. And this drift is also difficult. Oh, that was a close wall. I did not touch the wall there. I'm fine. I call myself a bonk master because I usually end up in a wall really fast. I drive fast and then I just touch the wall. So this is why I have a bonk emote on my Twitch channel. Okay, 1912 is a nice lap time. As long as I can get all my laps time between below 19 seconds, I would be really proud of myself. A really good lap time might be 1830, but you would need to do some insane lines. Might be a sub 19. Yep, 1883. Nice pace. If this drift is the most difficult one, I do it way too late, but at least I do not touch the wall. The fourth lap, we're doing okay. If you have any other donations, you can do so.
None coming through right now, but remember we are supporting the Alzheimerfonden, a fantastic Swedish organisation that goes to support, goes into research for Alzheimer's. There's no known cure right now, so it's right now it's all about supporting and helping people who are suffering and families of those who are suffering as much as possible.
As you've seen, I was not able to go to the right of the pool, so I decided to quickly go to the left and start a drift. I did not want to end up into the pool. I would have lost a lot of time. So I'm just adapting a little bit. There's all the pressure of doing a run on ESA, so not easy. Okay, right there you want to go to the right just to reduce your air time, and you want to land as soon as possible. This was decent but not perfect. So yeah, this track is not going to be the hardest one, neither the easiest one. You can do this part full speed. I'm just going for a drift just for safety measures. Because of Corona, you don't want to end up closer than 1 meter to the nearest wall. You want to stay away from all these walls and all these structures in the game. And nice. Okay, B12, we have our first cut that I will attempt. It's an easy cut, it's probably the easiest cut. It can save up to 1 or 2 seconds, I don't know exactly how much you can save. And you just do reroute. You only have 2 checkpoints. And from checkpoint 1 to checkpoint 2, you just do a reroute. I will go around the CP right there. Then I will climb up. Jump from here. Just gonna release a lot. There you go. And then continue. And yeah, there you go. This is the first shortcut. It was a decent shortcut, not my best shortcut, but still decent. As we're moving into B13, maybe the shortest track in the game, where you have a wall ride and you have some clipping techniques where you want one wheel to be in the void just to gain some speed. I'm not going to attempt that because it's so difficult. So you have different ways to finish the track, but this is the fastest way. Moving into B14, and we are on a good pace. We just caught up a little bit on my PB. So far I'm 11 seconds behind my PB, which is a 1:25.50. And I know I can save way more time on other tracks because yesterday I did tons of mistakes. So maybe the pressure will make me make other dumb mistakes. B14 is not as easy as it seems. You have a really close drift right there. I'm starting an auto drift, as you can see. I tilted a little bit to the right, then starting another drift here, and then boom, second drift. Avoid touching the wall. Nice. Is it going to be a 36? Maybe? No, it's a 37. Never mind. And then we've got B15. You have a first cut when you can cut the first loop. So instead of doing the entire loop, you just go to the right. I will tell you when. The right there, you go to the right through the little gap and you save a little bit of speed instead of doing the normal loop. But you stay in camera 3, so you have different cameras in TrackMania. This is camera 2, the camera that is really close to the car. You also have camera 1 and you have camera 3. I can show it to you. Oh wait, there you go. This is cam 3. A cam used by some of the top players, but I don't like it as much because you can't really see the track so well. Okay, first lap. I'm just gonna put the overlay once again. And soon we'll have finished the green flags and we'll move on to some harder tracks. You have a technique right there where you want to go to the right to reduce airtime. It saves a bit of time, but I don't do it as well as the pro players, so I don't save that much. I do a double drift technique right there, drift to the right and then drift to the left. I find it as a safe technique. 28.77, it's decent. If I could get below 28.50, I would be more than happy. I'm gonna go for a normal strike right there. Maybe I will save a bit of time. We'll see. Double drift technique, there you go. Nice. You want to keep the car as flat as you can, and if you have other donations, you can read them out.
We've got a few more coming in. We've got a $10 comment list and a donation from Classic. We've got a $25 donation from NextT_TM saying, "You got this, keep it up." Thank you very much indeed. We've also got a $20 donation from Jags saying, "Just doing my bit to help out. Thank you everyone for running this event. Some insane speedruns so far. Even managed to catch your Golden Sun run, Bowie. Thank you. Great job. I digress. Let's get that donation goal, chat, way before the 4 hours.
Yeah, let's break the $30,000. I know everybody, sorry. I know everybody can do that.
Oh yeah.
I believe in the TrackMania community for this.
Show up, TrackMania community. Speaking of which, even more, Jen the Buck, $5. My corgi has insisted that I donate again. Good corgi. And I put my money toward a Yampa Pokemon sword run.
Is it gonna be below 230? Maybe 227, 228, 229. Nice.
Ooh.
My PB is a 226, but it was still nice.
From Ibo. Great to see Canyon featured at ESA. Keep up the great run, Rasta.
Yeah, this is the first time that Canyon is featured at ESA. I have already speedrun this game from some other marathons. But yeah, this is the biggest marathon so far for me. And in a week or in 2 weeks, Wirtual will also be speedrunning Nations Forever at Games Done Quick, so you can also expect some sick gameplay from him. It will be the first time that the TrackMania game is showcased at Games Done Quick. So show some support for him later on when he will be speedrunning Nations Forever. I wanted to go for a wallhit, but I just bonked the wall late before, so this is $2 for charity now. Moving into CO2. I'm glad I did not bonk into the wall that much so far. I mean, on A08, I touched the wall at least once. When I had to drive with the control upside down, it was not easy. I had to practice for about 5 minutes and I just forgot everything when I had to do it live. Okay, nice. Stay straight, cool. We've got some good speed, then a tight drift. Alright, I touched. I wanted to go for a risky line. Gonna cost me about 3 seconds. But yeah, I tried it. I tried to get a good line. Okay, CO3 next, and this is a really short track, but very technical. You have 2 jumps where you want to stay as close to the wall. And I will not try to stay as close to the wall because I don't want to end up in the wall, which will make me lose a lot of time. I'm just gonna drive super safe. First jump, okay. Second jump, okay, perfect. It's gonna be a low 18 seconds, so nice time. We begin to CO4 now. No shortcut on this one. And then we'll move on to CO5, one of my favorite tracks. It's a really difficult tracks where the roads are really thin, so you don't have a lot of space to maneuver and to do your drift. So it's gonna be an insanely precise track, and I'll do my best to not end up in the wall. It's gonna be insanely hard, but yeah, I'll do my best. I am top 10 on the next map, so I want to showcase some good driving techniques on the track. I wanted to do a drift.
You said CO5 was your favorite, right?
No, it's not my favorite, but it's one of my best tracks.
Okay, well, for Rasta's best track, let's get some fivers in donation for his,
okay, let's go.
His best track. Let's go. It's CO5, we need some fivers. Come on.
I'm going in full focus mode right now. Sorry if I'm not talking. I just want to get a good time on this.
That's all good. I'll take over for a little moment then. We got a $10 donation from OTDM. Commentless, thank you very much. We have MDF underscore with $33.33. TrackMania donation, 1 of 3. Canyon remains my favorite environment since I started playing it in 2013. I see the U in that favorite and I love it.
Lap 1, perfect.
Good job. Taking risky guys.
Lap 2, alright.
Here we see the speedrunner approaching.
Ooh, Monkeist.
He's stressed, but it's okay. He has the patience and the tenacity to see it through.
Sound like a National Geographic reporter. Okay, third lap is also alright. If I can get a 135, I would be the happiest man on earth on this map. Fourth lap. Nice. We've been consistent.
Speaking of consistent, we've got Classic with another donation, $10. I just want to say hi. We've also got a $5 donation from Sparkling W.
Yes, there you go.
Cool, but the stream is even cooler. Keep up.
Oh, thank you, Sparkling. I did not listen to the message, so I'm sorry, but yeah, thank you.
We're all good. We're all good.
We got CO5. I'm unbeatable now. Okay, this track is gonna be hard. I'm gonna go for the hard technique. I practiced it tonight. If I don't get it, then I will just respawn, but yeah. I'm gonna try it. Let's go. Okay, no, I'm not going for it. Just going for some risky bounces, but yeah. My car was not straight, so I decided to go for a safe strat. Because in an ideal world, you can get it in a single jump. But yeah, I was not fast enough for this. My line was not great. I just saved it instead of losing 15 seconds. And we'll soon arrive on the track I will play on keyboard. It's gonna be a short track, but a really difficult track because you will have lots of bumps. So it's gonna be nice to see on keyboard. I did not practice for it tonight. It will be my first attempt, and hopefully it will go well. Okay, we've got a really tight drift right there. Nice and clean. Oop! Avoided the wall. Nice. Oh, on this map you can get what we call a land bug. It's when your car lands and then you just lose some speed or you just don't land perfectly. And it's a bit random. You have loads of land bugs on Nations Forever, a game that is coming up in about an hour. There you go. This was a land bug, a small land bug, but still a land bug. My car was tilting a little bit from left to right. And so far we are still 10 seconds behind my speedrun PB. So we're doing great.
Always great to hear.
It could still be a world record, but I would need to be insanely lucky on the other tracks, so we'll see what happens. The CO9, also a difficult track. You have a 180 turn right there where you go uphill and then downhill. I will go for a safe line. Just gonna release a little bit, because if I go too fast, I might end up in the barrier and you want to play safe. So there you go, this was a nice line. Going for a drift right there. Not too wide, alright, cool. Another drift, I should not start it too early. Stay close to the checkpoint. Keep the car straight. And then, go to the right! There you go, nice. And moving into C10, also a track with some really tight roads. And maybe one of the most difficult drifts out there. It's a drift at really high speed, even higher than CO5. If I get it 5 times in a row, it's gonna be insane. Also have a good time on this one, but I know I could improve for sure. Okay, first lap. Okay, this one is done. Nice. This one is also at high speed, but it's easier. Okay, right there I'm gonna release a little bit in the air just to land earlier. As you can see right there, I just release and I land earlier so I can save a bit of time. My line is not perfect at all. I'm going really way out of the normal line. But 12:22 is a decent time for a checkpoint. Yeah, nice. We got it. I did not have to release the acceleration button, so it was a nice turn. 24:34 is a decent time. Oh, this is way better. I have a way better line, so I can go closer to the wall right there. Still a 12:20, but decent. I'm pleased with that. Third lap, even better than the second one. Could be a 24:20. 24:28. Nice. A fourth lap incoming. You can read out some donations if you have some.
We have, oh, hello, just came through. $5 donation from Zimpt. No comment, thank you very much indeed. I should note, guys, that this guy is really keeping on pace with his PB. It's super close the entire time. This is some clean work right here. This is impressive. So let's get some hype in chat. Let's go. Let's get some hype and some donations. Let's go.
So we've got 4 clean laps, and this is the 5th lap, the last one.
Oh yeah, well we got even more donations coming through. Anonymous, $5. Howdy! Let's get this last TrackMania incentive met, guys. Let's go, go, go. Mr. Bosworth, $5. If everyone in chat donates a $5, well, ESA will have a lot of $5s for a good cause.
This was a nice time, and we are now only 4 seconds behind my PB, and this was a gold split, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Gold split in the house. Oh dear. It's a glorious rainbow glowing right there. Beautiful.
A rainbow split. I prefer rainbow to gold split, but I still call them gold split.
Yeah, it's easier for everyone, isn't it?
This track is going to be difficult because you have a drift at super high speed. They're going to have to really... Oh, sorry. Okay. Adapting a little bit. Okay, fine. We saved it. As I said, this drift is really difficult. I'm just going to release way too much. There you go. The world record has an insane line on that turn, but it's just so hard to get. And next track will be played on keyboard. Oh wait, is it this one? No, it's not this one, sorry. My mistake. Maybe it's the next one.
I mean, you could, right?
I could play it on keyboard, yeah.
Mix it up.
But I don't think I would be able to finish the run on keyboard because some tracks are insanely difficult even with the controller, and if I don't practice... Oh, another bonk. Yeah, shouldn't have talked, but never mind.
It's a minor, you're fine, you got this.
Yeah, on this one we're also gonna have some really close drifts. If I get it nice and clean, gonna be a good point of a run. First drift is easy, but the second one is way harder. There you go. I lost a lot of speed, but it's a decent time. Okay, there you go. This is the track I will play on keyboard. I'm just gonna use my keyboard to drive it. This is a track that you are supposed to do full speed, but it's so difficult to get it full speed because you drift a lot. I'm just saving it for the biscuit. 10 time. Okay, there you go. Brake a little, brake. Okay, cool. And this is gonna be a 23-second run, so decent time, indeed. Okay, I lost a bit of time in the menuing, but we're fine. Moving into C14 now, and we are only half a second behind my PB. That's right, half a second.
On the verge of greatness today. On the verge of greatness.
I mean, my PB was not really good in the first half of the run, but I had some good times on the other half, so I'm gonna try my best to beat my PB tonight.
Anything's possible at ESA Summer Online.
Oh yeah. I mean, I practiced for a week, so I hope to get a PB. Maybe not world record because of all the pressure, but yeah, I could get PB. Yep, there you go. Okay, C15. C15 is a difficult multi-lap. You have a jump. If you don't get it correctly, then your car might tilt and you might lose 15 seconds. I'm gonna try to go for some safe lines. This drift right there is not difficult on the first lap, but on the second lap you have like double the speed, so way more difficult. So we'll see how it goes.
Just quickly, we have a bit of a challenge here for you, Rasta. A $5 donation from Mr. Trolley Moly, who says, if you can get a sub 7 minute on D15, I'll add another $15 to my donation. Also, Kenya's my favourite TrackMania. Started playing since 2017.
Yeah, so Trolley Moly is the current world record holder on the Kenyan All Flags Speedrun. And he's also a really good player. He played solo tracks a lot. He's ranked 5th right now. And he's talking about D15, a multi-lap with 10 laps, and it's maybe one of the hardest tracks to get consistent on because you have so many bumps. And if I get a sub 7 minutes on that track, it's gonna give $15 because it's an insane time that has only been done by a dozen of players. And this is my best track. I'm 4th of the track. The world record is a 6:48. I have a 6:52. And yeah, getting a sub 7 is gonna be difficult. And for every second that will be above the 7 minutes mark, I will give $1. The euro, I mean. Just to keep the challenge going.
Oh yeah, always challenges. We've got a couple more donations coming through. 5.55 from Pizza. TM donation 1 out of 3. Go! Sorry, not 33.33. I'm not rich. Every bit helps, right? Of course it does, Pizza. Do not worry. Thank you very much for very kind donation.
We lost a little bit of time on PB, but we're still on a nice pace. Should finish under an hour and 30 minutes, if everything goes well. This includes loading time. My estimate is a 140, so I will have 10 minutes at the end of the run to show you the scheme in details. Because this is some insane work made by Shumi, a TrackMania schemer. On a nice pace on this track, 13:34 is decent. Not super good, but still decent. And then we'll move on to the red tracks to prepare for some difficult tracks.
Red always means danger.
Oh yeah, and you have many shortcuts. I won't be able to explain them, but you can just watch on YouTube the world records on every track to see the crazy shortcuts. Because I will be completely unable to do these shortcuts. Even the pro players who get these shortcuts can't get them consistent. And on a red track I will have a small surprise for you, so wait for it. It's gonna happen in about 5 to 10 minutes, so stay tuned.
We've got a donation that might be, a feeling after your own heart here. $10 from Daniel Siebel. It says, great tracks, great community, great track editors. What more could one want from a racing game? Sounds pretty good.
We're moving into the D tracks, and we are 5 seconds behind PB now. Yeah, this track is the first one with a death loop, so we call them the death loop because it's a really big loop. And it's easy to touch the wall on the loop, so I'll try to avoid that.
We've got a $10 donation again from Classic
Nice.
coming in once more. Let's make it 30, I guess. Winking face emoji.
Okay, on this track you have a big cut at the end of the track, but you have not a cut but a technique to save some time. I'll try to do it. I will go to the right part of the road just to skip some rocks, because you will have rocks all the way to the left of the car. And it's gonna be a difficult trick to pull off, so if I get it, I will be more than pleased. Okay, there you go. Tilting the car a little bit to the right there, and just praying now. You can see the rocks on the left. Landing is this. Okay, that was an unlucky landing. But I saved it. We got the checkpoint, so losing about 5 to 10 seconds, but at least we got the checkpoint. So the first major mistake in the run, maybe. But at least I did not have to respawn at the checkpoint before this one. Else I would have lost like 20 seconds. It's gonna be a 55, so yeah, I lost about 6 to 7 seconds. Coming into DO3. I don't know any cuts on this one, but it's still a technical map to drive. Little drift right there. Might not be the fastest strat. You can get this full speed, I'm just gonna go for a drift for safety measures. Same here, gonna go for a drift. Then I'm gonna release at the top right there, just gonna release to keep contact with the road. So I can keep accelerating. Gonna start a drift, another drift now. Go to the inside of the pillar, and if I get a 46, gonna be insane time. So let's pray for 46. And 46, it was a 46 indeed, nice. Okay, DO4, also one of my best tracks, but also one of the most difficult tracks in the game. They're gonna stay focused on that one. No big cut, but insanely precise track. Going for drift. You could go full speed, but drift is just safer. And yep, I was way too much to the left. Oh, nice save.
Whilst you finish up the focus there, $20 from SBville. Always great to see TM games in marathons. Good luck and a great job so far, Rasta.
Thank you, SBville. He has been speedrunning some other games like Shootmania. I think he did a Shootmania speedrun at ESA last year. So thank you very much for a donation. Shootmania was a game also released by Nadio. Nadio is now part of Ubisoft since about 10 years. Okay, I just have to respond. I was not focused on that, I apologize.
Don't worry about it, you're doing great, dude.
Okay, and this is the surprise track. Wait for a surprise. There you go, we're going backwards, baby. So yeah, going backwards on this track is faster than going forward, only by a mere seconds, but it's still easier than going forward, so this is why I chose to go backwards. It's a nice track with some difficult drifts, and it's completely different from driving the track normally. You have some different lines, different speed. For example, you have this double drift right there, drift to the right, to the left, and then to the right, which can be quite difficult to pull off. And I'm going for a sub 45 time on a lap. This would be a really nice time. If I can get it, it would be decent. Okay, first lap is gonna be about 50 seconds. A decent time indeed. Gonna brake here, keep contact with the road. Maybe gonna drift. Might be safer because yesterday I did not drift and I ended up in the wall, so I learn from my mistakes every day. This could be a sub 45. The pace is okay. An eye touch. I was trying to go for a really risky drift. It lost me about a second. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I lost only half a second. We're still 4.5 seconds ahead of my first lap. Let's see what will be my final time on this lap. A 15:48, and with a mistake I did, this is a decent time. And I did not keep contact with the road right there, so I lost quite a bit of time. It was not the best line I could have chosen. And if you have any donation, just read them out on multi-laps, because these tracks are really long, so and just read them out.
No worries, we've got two commentless donations again, another $50 from Anonymous, and $20 from Frank. Cracking name, I love that.
And thank you very much, Frank.
Yeah, we're making some progress. Okay, we're pushing up to 28,500, almost 28,500. If we can hit that, we can maybe push to the 29k, the 30k. Nudge, nudge.
I'm sure we'll
wink, wink.
push to 30k. Maybe not on my speedrun, but on the other speedruns. I mean, Wirtual and Riolu are some of the key members of the TrackMania community, so I'm sure many people will donate on their runs. I mean, I'm known as the speedrun guy on TrackMania because I've been managing the speedruns on speedrun.com for over 3 years, along with Darklink, who's maybe in the chat. They are not known as a pro player, but more as a speedrun guy.
Brilliant. We have another $50 from Plasma. Let's have an awesome weekend, everyone. Thank you very much. With donations like that, we can definitely hit 30k. I mean, I know that it's a bit of an ask, but I believe we've got 30 minutes. Let's go.
45.65. The lap times are not as good as I would have expected, but it's still going to be below the 4-minute mark, so this is what's important. As long as I don't make any major mistake on that track and I get below 4 minutes, I will be fine. So far we are 19 seconds behind my PB due to the mistakes I made on the previous tracks, but still a nice pace. Ooh, that was a nice drift. I kept all the speed. Yep, minus 0.3. Nice. Might be my best lap. And it will be my best lap, and with a 3:52. Nice! I was not expecting such a good time with these lap times. This means that I can definitely improve my time in solo mode. Moving into DO6, not my favorite track at all. But there you want to keep contact with the ground. Perfect. Go slightly to the right. Then you will have to start an auto drift just by tilting the car a little bit. Just like that. Touch drift. You go uphill. Try to keep control of the car, not easy. Drift. There you go. Okay, fine. We're doing okay now. I'm not shaking anymore, so this is a good point. Because on AO2 and AO1, the first track, I was shaking like hell. I might be able to pull off some good gameplay on the upcoming tracks, especially on Diffie, where I have to reach the 7 minutes mark if I don't want to donate money. I'm kidding, I will donate money to ESA for sure. There's gonna be some bonus money I will give if I make any mistakes.
Is that a cheeky gold split I see, sir?
Could you repeat? I did not understand what you said.
Is that a gold split I see?
It was a gold split.
There, well.
I mean, these are my all flags splits. I've also practiced the individual categories like the red flags, etc. And on these splits, my splits are much harder to beat. I'm not that surprised to get a gold split.
Still exciting for us, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for a shortcut right there. I might not get the shortcut, but I'm just gonna try it for you. Okay, going to the left. There you go. Between the walls, braking a lot. Okay, nice. I might have lost a bit of time, but I got the shortcut. There you go. This was the shortcut. If you get it really fast, you could save maybe 1 or 2 seconds. But it's insanely hard to get fast. I'm gonna see my final time. Ooh, and I touched the wall. It's gonna be a 59, so I lost 2 seconds on the shortcut. So not that bad. I got the shortcut and I did not lose some time. On this one, you have a double shortcut. You can shortcut right there by going to the right to avoid this part where you go 180 around this block. And you have a final shortcut, which is probably one of the hardest shortcuts in the game, so I can't do that in a run. It's impossible to get.
There's always that one trick.
Even with practice, I could not get the shortcut. Right there, you should go directly into the finish. So yeah, you can see that I just go around for about 10 seconds, but there's a way to go directly into the finish, and it's just an insane shortcut. And 35, nice. Moving into DO9 now, not my favorite track. We're gonna do some gymnastics with the car at the end of the track, so watch out for this. Gonna be precise. And soon we'll arrive on D13, the map where there is the biggest shortcut, and also a really lucky shortcut that I will not attempt. I'm sorry for all the shortcuts I do not try, just because they are so random based. So yeah, D13 is a track with no checkpoints. You can directly go into the finish, and this is what the world record does, by going directly into the finish. So we will see that just in a few minutes. Oh, releasing a lot. On this track I don't like it because when you arrive on this jump you have to release so much to not hit the checkpoint. And this is how you can tell that a map is not really good. Yeah. Oh, nice flip for you. Will I finish? Yep, let's go. I told you I needed to be precise. I was not. My mistake. Yeah, this is gonna be one of the hardest multi-laps because you have some blind jumps. You don't see where you are landing, so you need to prepare in advance where to jump. And if I get it 5 times in a row, gonna be insane, as always. You have a wall ride right there. Okay, first jump. Looks good. Perfect. Just perfect. I released a little bit, but I just had the line. If I can do it for the 4 other laps, it would be insane. So if you can read some donations,
gonna say,
do so.
We got a $5 from Naufel. Just says, "Stay focused, Rasta." Smiley face emoji. Then we got another anonymous donation, no comment, 30 smackaroonies. So thank you very much. We are flying with the donations. I think we're maybe closing in on that 28,500. I know we can do it.
A nice jump.
Yeah.
Second one's doing okay. It was I went further, so I saved some time on the first lap. So we still have 3 laps remaining.
I think it's always fun to do lap stuff because you just get that faster and faster pace, and it feels good.
Yeah, it feels really good. I'm still 10 seconds behind my PB. I can save some time on other tracks, so this could be a PB.
Oh, yeah. Especially with that.
It's not going to be a world
sub-7.
record. I just had a look at my best possible time, but it could be PB.
Especially when you get that really good D15, so we're all good, I believe.
Okay, I was a little bit to the left. I saved it. Lost about half a second, but we're fine. Yeah, this is a really precise jump. I'm just starting a drift and starting another drift by braking a lot. You need to brake a lot to start another drift. You shouldn't press just a single tap on the brake button. You need to brake a lot if you want to go from left to right. You want to do a left drift and then a right drift. This one should be a really good jump. Oh, perfect. Look at this. Isn't that insane? Yep, sorry. I saved it.
That's good, man.
A full flap. Oh, 38.04. Almost a 37. Maybe the 5th one would be a 37, but we will never know because you can't see your lap time on the last lap. So let's do our best to get a 37.
Whilst you go for that 37, we have a $10 donation from Wirep. Says $1 for every kilo I lost over the last 5 weeks for a good cause. And that's $10. Well done, dude. Thanks to all the runners and ESA. Keep up the very good work. We most certainly shall.
Okay, this is gonna be the 37. GG guys, B12. Nice. Really close to PB, and we are ahead of PB now, minus 148. So if I do well on the remaining tracks, this might be PB. A nice driving right there. Did not have to start a drift, so really good. Okay, gonna have a drift at really high speed. So if I can get it nicely and clean, it'd be good. There you go, yep. Just releasing a lot right there. Oh, perfect. Is it gonna be a 50? I think so. 47, 48, 49, 50. Might have been PB. Or really close to PB. So this is for sure a gold split.
Oh yeah. We have another $5 donation from Ibo. I'm missing the Hype Boys Endurance Cup in Canyon just to watch this. That's how much I'm enjoying it. Great commentary. Good luck on the upcoming black maps. Good luck on E3.
Oh yeah, he's talking about E3 because on TrackMania games, EO3 is the most difficult track by far. It's like about 2 minutes long and it's like a trial map, if you know what I mean. But we also have EO4, which is insanely precise and maybe more difficult to be consistent on. But also D15 is difficult, and you have other tracks that are difficult, like BO8. If you are not precise, you can lose a lot of time. But yeah, EO3 is definitely the hardest track for BD. And by far. Oop, forgot to start a drift. And right there I will do a wallhit, just to keep the grip with the road, right there, just like that, to avoid jumping. So this is a forced wallhit. 102, and we're moving into D13, so I'm gonna keep quiet on this one.
As we approach D15, the big challenge one, it's going to be interesting to see how he can do. Reminder, guys, that we are raising money for the Alzheimerfonden, Swedish national fundraising organisation, focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. So it's a really, really great cause. So thank you for everything you are sparing to support. Reminder that we do have some prizes available. Minimum donations of $30. You can get into.
That was a close call. That was a really close call on the last jump.
Aha, yes.
And we're coming into D15 soon, so look up for this. My best map, but a really hard map to drive. And when I say hard, I say insanely hard. The offer medal, so the time driven by the Nadeo developers is a 750. And the world record is 1 minute faster, like 1 minute. That's how insane it is to drive this map fast. Yep.
Focus.
Yeah, up. Calm down.
Easy now.
Yeah, okay, Death Loop is alright. Yep, there you go. Okay, D15 coming next. And for D15, I'm gonna hide the timer so nobody will know until the end if I am on the sub 7 pace.
Oh, man.
It's gonna be a surprise for you guys. There you go, let's go. I want you to count the laps in the chat if you want. And put some monkeys also. Okay, so this is lap 1. As you guessed it.
So you said there was 10 laps in this one, correct?
Correct.
Okay, 10 laps, boys and girls. We can count this together. I know we can. There are numbers up to 10, so we can do it.
So this is a really difficult drift where you have to go to the right and then to the left for an inside line. It's maybe the hardest spot on the map. And then you have another drift right there where you have to go to the left and to the right just to keep the speed. So this is really a difficult track. And you have so many bounces, the road is not flat, so if you do just a slight mistake, you lose 5 seconds. Lap 2.
2 laps. Oh dear.
Okay, I went safe right there. I released a lot because I was feeling like I would hit the rock. So I may have lost 0.5, but I think I'm still on pace for sub 7. And not my best turn. Okay, keep it clean. There you go. Lap 3.
30% of the way through this.
Okay, going really safe right there. Yep, there you go. I did not have a right line to start the drift, so I went super safe. So not a really good pace to start a sub 7 run, but I know I can do it. Or else I will get really close to sub 7. But I want the sub 7.
We are with you, Rasta. We are all sending the spirit bomb.
Lap 4. Release, not the greatest line. Come on. Okay. Not the best start. We've got some good speed. Could still be on pace. My PB is a 652. Could still be it. A lap 5 incoming. Ooh.
Almost halfway through.
Nice. Maybe. Okay, there you go. Come on. Okay, no line back. Nice speed. Yeah, this track is really hard to optimize because it's so difficult to be consistent on it. The lines are crazy.
Now we're halfway through this track. Got a little bit more to go. He's got a lot of focus to keep up. Send the energy his way. Rasta's got this.
Nice! Okay, this is gonna be a really good start for lap 6. Not the best line, but still kept a bit of speed. I had to jump a little bit. Okay, I lost about 0.5 on this, so not the best lap finally. The first half was good, but the second half was just shit. Lap 7.
Okay. 7.
But I can tell you that this map is insanely hard. Just try it for yourself and you'll see. Might be a 7:02 pace or something like that. Okay, let's try to go faster.
Reminder, the HUD is currently off because he's keeping the time hidden for the track, so we can find out at the very end just how fast it was. There's a cheeky little surprise.
Lap 8.
That's great. There's a donation on the line indeed. If we can get sub 7, $15 coming in from Trolley Moly.
That's decent. Oh, that was lucky.
Clutch.
Really clutch. Lap 9.
This is fine.
Just gonna check that this is lap 9. Yes, it is. Perfect. Last lap.
Here we go. The moment of truth.
Lap 10.
Stupendous.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna unveil the countdown after the last checkpoint.
Okay.
I mean, I will show you the timer after the last check.
Whilst that's
You
happening,
ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 7. No, that was not a sub 7.
That was 7 flat.
7
Like-
flat, yeah.
Really well done, though. Really, really well done.
Yeah, I did some little mistakes and cost me the sub 7. Okay, coming in now to the red flags, and these are some of the hardest strike in the game. Oof. Almost did a mistake on that one. One of my best strike. I hunted this strike a lot. But yeah, you have also a shortcut. I don't know if I should try the shot. Oh, nice flip. What the
That was swag, dude.
That was insane. If anybody can ever clip this. Okay, another flip for you. Okay, land correctly. Yes, there you go. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Mate, we have a $5 donation from an anonymous that just says,
Okay, I will have to go for the cut. Come on, come on. I don't have enough speed, so I have to go for the cut. So this is the cut. And yeah, I'm gonna lose about 15 seconds on that track, but it was some nice stunt showcase, so I don't really mind. TV is almost dead, but insane run so far. I had some nice driving. I mean, I can still get PB, but I will need a really good EO3 and EO4. I need all your support in the chat to do that. EO2 is a bit easier, and then the 2 upcoming tracks are going to be really hard. So I need a lot of support in the chat if you can.
Oh yeah, big spirit bomb, let's go.
You can read out donations before EO3 and EO4.
I've managed to power on through a few of those there. We did just have one that did that with the comment read, "I am speed."
Oh, you are so fast, man.
Definitely the right message. Reminder very, very quickly about prizes. $30 minimum donation puts you in the range for a, if I can reset this, a ViewSonic Elite monitor. Upgrade that gaming graphical fidelity, and a $50 minimum multiple bucks, is 50 of them. Minimum donation will put you in the running for a Nintendo Switch. Thank you very much. For any donations that go towards that, you can win some fantastic prizes and support a fantastic cause. And I think also we are closing in on that 28.
Okay, EO3 now, so I will just shut up and play it. There's an insane cut at the start. I'm not going to show it. Let's go.
Okay. Whilst you do that, we do have another $5 donation from Trolley Moly, who said A for effort. Good job. Thank you very much, Trolley Moly. That's very kind of you. Kind of up to the big ones now, so we're going to let him focus. Hope you guys are enjoying ESA. I should mention as well, we are
Oh,
sponsored
that is a
by-
really bad jump, like really bad, but at least I did not end up in the...
Saved is all that matters right now. Just keep it together.
Ooh, ooh. Okay. I take
Try
it.
that.
You're going for a safe strat right there. I could go much faster, but I'm just going super safe. If I can get below 2 minutes, it would be a really good time for a speedrun.
If anyone can do it, it's you, buddy.
Okay. No! Oof. Okay. We got this, come on. Okay, sub 2 is almost dead. But... oh no, it might not be dead. Might be possible to get sub 2 with a good end. That's unlucky. Ah, I touched one more time. Yeah, never mind. I wasn't expecting that.
These things happen.
Yeah, gonna be a 205. So not my best time on this map for sure. And let's try to get a clean end at least. Oh, we're fine. Okay, EO4 is also really difficult. If I get below 150, it would be a really nice time. And my split did not happen, so I'm just gonna have to split. There you go, sorry. Maybe because I opened the menu too early, so the split did not happen, but I can't change it. So this run will not be validated if I ever get a PB, but yeah. I should not talk.
Just focus on that. I'll mention that we got another $10 donation, anonymous, commentless, but thanked all the same, very much indeed. Cheers.
So not the best EO3 and EO4. I was looking forward to this map. Okay, let's do a good second half, at least. Going safe. Come on. Yes. Okay, safe. Just save it to make it. Yeah, nice. So yeah, pretty fast track. My PB is nice, but I know I can improve a lot because you can just go for some faster lines. Break. Ooh. Did you see that wall? Because that wall was really close to my car. Like insanely close. It should be a 150. Yeah, definitely a 150. But that's nice to hear. Or maybe, or is it 145, 46, 47, 48? Yes, 49. And now we can talk for about 13 minutes. So if you want to discuss about something.
EO5 long then, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
How many laps?
15.
Ooh.
Not the hardest track, but if you are not focused, you can make some dumb mistakes. Like right there, if you go too much to the left, you can hit the structure. I don't know the name in English, I apologize. I'm French, so I do my best.
I have to shout this one out because it's very important too. We have, well actually, one second, let me just prepare for this one. I need to, I think we can do this. We've got a bit of a challenge on our hands from Kaspersky. Here we go, $1,000 donation from Kaspersky. Wow, that was fast, just like TrackMania.
Oh yeah.
As promised, here's the third matching donation. Can we push this to 30k before the end of the run? Well, you got 13 minutes to get $573 in. Let's go, 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 go. 30k, 30k, 30k. Come on. We can do it. You've got 13 minutes. I want to see like 25 bucks per lap. Let's go. Maybe a bit more than that. 50 bucks per lap. Let's go. We can do it.
Okay, this was a close jump, but we are on a good pace. This run might be super close to PP if I get a good EO5.
I have to say a big thank you to Kaspersky for that, from offering to match our donations. For every 1,000, they will donate 1,000 up to 5,000 total. So that's super kind of them. Thank you very much indeed, guys. That's 3 out of 5k. Let's keep going.
Okay, what I want on every lap is a 50 to 50 to get an insane time. So we are almost on pace right now. As long as it's below 53 seconds, I'm good with that. 50 to 53 is a nice lap time.
Gonna need a chant in chat. Let's go, Rasta.
And at the end of the run, I will show you my skin in details because I made it especially for ESA. Well, I asked someone to make it for me. And you have so many details on it. Because we'll be well below estimates.
It's 3 out of 15.
The pace is a 129. I had to release a lot right there, so might have lost about a second. Oh no, not that bad. I lost 0.2.
Ibo, $50. Let's get the party started. Thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciate it. We are closing in. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Ayeber. He's one of the key members of the community organizing many events and managing the TrackMania Discord server. So thank you very much, man. I know everybody's waiting for some TrackMania Nations Forever and TrackMania 2020. Gonna be some nice runs, so many bugs on Nations Forever, and some insane graphics and cuts on 2020 if Riolu ever does a cut. Because some of the cuts are just insane. The game has only been released for about a month, and so many cuts have been found, it's just crazy. And you can play the game for free. You won't have access to all the options, but you can play it for free just to discover the game. You can have it on the Uplay and on the Epic Store if you want. There are already many people on the new game. An active community, some competitions coming up. Because we are on summer holidays, so not many competitions are being held. But you can expect so many competitions after September. And also one of the biggest competitions, the TrackMania Grand League, with some of the best TrackMania players, will start in September. There will also be a TrackMania Formula League, which will be similar to Formula races, so I'm really looking forward to that. And so many other competitions will be organized on the new game.
Sounds good. Got some things to shout quickly as well. First off, a reminder that actually for the next TrackMania run, you can put your donations towards which flag is going to be represented on the car. You can choose from France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Poland, Russia, Spain, Sweden, USA, UK. So if you want to pick the car's skin, you can do that for the next run.
Oh, nice flip, double flip. Eh.
Double flip. Double flip.
It was 1.5 flip, and then a wallhit. So I lost about 10 seconds on that. It was a nice flip. I was not focused because you become sleepy on this map. It's always the same lap. It's not difficult, but you just become sleepy, you make a slight mistake and then you're dead. So that's why I prefer D10 because you have to D15 because you have to stay focused at all time to get the sub 7. On this one you can just sleep. So yeah, losing 10 seconds on that. But definitely not gonna be a speedrun PB. But gonna be a decent time.
Laps left, of course. Very quickly, a couple of $5 donations. $5 donations. Bucks to dollars. They're dollars. Okay, bucks is a weird name. Snowball, $5 train for 30k. Thank you so much. Vibs, $5 donation. Doing my part for 30k. And from Kanban85, $15. Nice to see so much TrackMania. Let's go 30k.
Yeah, it's really nice to see TrackMania speedruns because before 2017 there were no TrackMania speedruns at all. So I'm really proud that we can see TrackMania speedruns every year at ESA and on other speedrunning marathons. Yeah, the TrackMania speedrunning community has really grown ever since the release of the new game also. So I'm really proud of that. You can start speedrunning the new game. You don't need to buy the game because with a free option you can still do the speedruns. And there are some nice speedruns with the training maps, which are really short maps, and then the summer 2020 maps, which are seasonal maps. So I'm looking forward to new speedrunners on the new TrackMania game.
Dude, we are flying right now. We have got a whole host of more donations coming in. We are closing in on that 30k. Look at this. $20 from Speed Self. Let's go, Rasta. $50 from Non-Stop. Here's my $50 for a lap. Gotta go fast. We have from Anonymous a wonderful $123.45.
Oh, that's a nice donation.
Yeah, a simple pog in the comment. Thank you so much indeed. And a $23 donation from the Stay Hydrated Human, PSA. Remember to stay hydrated, folks.
Yeah, I did not drink in an hour and a half. It's 31 degrees in my apartment, so yeah, I will drink a lot after the speedrun ends, for sure.
We are doing it, guys.
But when I was doing some TrackMania Turbo speedruns, it was 4 hours long, and I was not drinking a lot neither. And TrackMania Turbo was the speedrun I was thinking of submitting to ESA the previous years, but I was not able to go to Sweden. but Riolu did a fantastic job showcasing the game last year. With a cut showcase at the end of a run, it was amazing.
Mate, can you believe this? Even more coming in. No regular, $50. Beep beep. And Tafco with $33. Since Norway's missing on the car skins, I have to help my home country, Germany, in the bid war for the car skin virtual Rasta play. Thank you so much, guys. Oh man, crazy. We are less than $200 away from 30,000. Let's make it happen.
Okay, the previous lap I've not been so good. I've got a 53.06, so not a decent lap. Might be a 13.25. I lost like 10 seconds, or maybe a 13.30, I don't know. We'll see my final time. I will give you an estimate after lap 10. We will have done 2/3 of the map.
2/3. You got this, buddy. But it's starting to hit the side where it's like, oh, okay, muscle memory.
Yeah, I really like math. I see patterns everywhere. Lap 10, 2/3, so I can just calculate what will be my finish time. And this is a 9-minute flat, so yeah, gonna be a 13.25 if I drive really well. Ooh, that was close. Really nice drift. Go to the right. Yes, yes. Ooh, really close. Yeah, minus 13. I did not cheat for that. I deserve the minus 13. These were some risky lines.
It's always about taking risks. It's always fun to take a risk.
But right now you can see that I go from left to right. It's to reduce airtime, and I release also. Because if I did not do that, then my car would be flying in the air for about a second. I would lose some time.
Reminder, guys, 4 laps, less than $200. We can make the 30k happen. I believe in you.
Oh, yeah. I think you will make 40k before the end of Riolu's run. Because I know that so many TrackMania players are going to watch their speedruns. Because there are some really important members of the community, some of the top English streamers on TrackMania. I do stream on TrackMania, but I'm nowhere near their level and their streaming career. I don't have the same career at all. I stream for fun. They stream I think Riolu is streaming full time. And he got a lot of support after release of a new game. His channel has grown so much. I'm really proud of him. He really deserved it because he's been streaming for over 5 years. And when I stream some TrackMania speedruns or some other stuff. You can follow my channel if you want to see some future TrackMania speedruns on the new game or on TrackMania². And you can also follow Wirtual and Riolu if you want to see some top-notch TrackMania gameplay every night.
Every night. That's it. Closing in, guys. $178 away. Let's do it. Track 13 out of 15. Come on. Final push. Do it for Rasta. Like he's done this run for you.
And the upcoming run is a all flags no EO5 run. So what this means is that EO5 on TrackMania Nations Forever is a track that is like this one, but it's 60 laps long. So it takes almost an hour to complete. So we decided to create a category without this track because it's just so long and so boring for speedrun marathons and for speedruns in general. Okay, lap 14 might be a 13.30 for sure. Yeah, I'm expecting a 13.30. Can I have a look after the end of lap 14 to calculate my estimate?
$150 away. 53 if you want to be technical. But we're going to get to 29,999, aren't we? Just to get to us. Couple more laps now for Rasta. Let's see him home, guys. Let's see him home. Let's get excited.
Yeah, it will definitely be a 13.30 for sure. Maybe even a 13.25, which is a decent time considered that I made a 10-second mistake. So that was close, a very close line. And yeah, I might finish under 129. No, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a little bit over 1 hour and 29 minutes. Just a little bit over that. So 11 minutes below estimate, so I can show you the car scheme in details. And thank all the people who are watching and who supported me. Okay, last 10 seconds of the track. Some hype in the chat with a nice lap time. 13, 20, 21, 22, 23, and it's a 24. And finish time 1:29.04. And without loading time 1:26.07. Only 15 seconds behind my PB. So I deserve a drink right now.
he's gonna just come back with just like a pint in his hand. I need a drink. Oh mate, GG's, absolutely.
Feels great.
So well done, really, really good stuff. That was super fast. Rapid, dare I say. We had such momentum. Yeah, we actually hit it. There it is. It happened.
Nice.
30,107. Guys,
I'm just gonna
Rasta.
show you the skin now. Now that we have finished the run, so you can see the ESA logo on top. I had a color scheme with purple due to the ESA logo, then yellow for speedrun. You also have some green because I really like the green color. So you can see my name with my license plate, my favorite number. You can also see my name right there. It's really nice. I really love it. Alzheimer logo, so the charity you are donating to. The speedrun.com logo also. Then you can see my socials and the speedrun world record attempt ESA Summer 2020. Sadly, it was not a world record, but still a decent run. And then on the front, you can see the socials of the man who did the skin, so Shumi. And yeah, it's a really nice skin. I really love it. You can see the braking lights in green. And as you can see in the car, there is no driver. So this is a self-driving car. And in 2011, so groundbreaking technology in this car. So yeah, really nice. I don't know why there is no driver in this car. But yeah, maybe you should ask Nadio, the developers of the game. So I really hope you like the run. And you also like the car skin. Thank you all for donating to ESA and to the Alzheimer Foundation. And I hope you will keep up the great donations for the 2 upcoming TrackMania runs, because they deserve a lot of support, so I hope you will be there for them. And I will try to watch their run. I will just rest a little bit, but I will still take some time to watch Riolu's and Virtual's run.
Alright, thank you very much indeed, dude. Once again, a massive GG's to you. We have a ton of donations that came through. Bloody Nora. I'll read a couple out now, then we'll cover the other ones before we get into the next run. Quick thanks to Anonymous. There's 2 different anonymous donations, $5 and $50. This is all pushing us towards 30k, 30,000. We did it. I'm so thankful for you guys for doing that as we finished up that run. All in one mighty with $200.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yeah, 29,900. Here you go. And also French car skin for the next game. Bonjour de Californie, Rastatiem.
Bonjour.
Merci beaucoup for the donation. I didn't know that part in French.
It also means thanks a lot.
Yeah. That bit, yeah. Captain Pie with a $20 donation says, "Gotta support this great cause. Keep up the great runs." Now I have a load more, but I would like to kind of continue on with the show. Again, guys, give it up for Rasta with a fantastic.
Yeah, and I would like to finish my passage here by thanking all the viewers, also thanking my co-moderator on speedrun.com, Darklink. He's been supporting me a lot, and we have been verifying the speedruns on TrackMania for over 3 years now. I want to thank also Wirtual and Riolu, because I'm sure they'll do a fantastic job, and thank all the TrackMania players and TrackMania streamers. I really encourage you to start playing TrackMania with a new game or with some old games. And yeah, I was really disappointed where there were not a lot of racing games at Speedrun Marathon, and now we see more and more racing games because these games are fun. I know the main principle of these games is to go fast, but playing it on a speedrun stage is really nice. And I really enjoyed my time here.
Excellent. Well, you did a fantastic job. Thank you once again. We're going to take a very, very short break. When we come back, we will be returning with TrackMania Nations Forever, being run by Virtual. So don't go anywhere. Very, very short break. Stand up, stretch your legs, hydrate, whatever you need to do, and come back for more fast-paced action with
Thank you all, and bye.
Cheers, cheers.